Hello everyone, welcome or welcome back to Happy Moon Tarot Readings. My name is Crystal and today we're going to be doing a reading about if it's really over with the person on your mind. If the connection is really, truly completed for the two of you. If you're in separation, this is a no contact reading. So we're going to get 3 piles for you to choose from here. So let's see. I've got pile number 1, pile number 2, I see this one, and pile number 3. So we've got number 1, number 2, and number 3. Feel free to pause the video to meditate on the cards. Remember, these are collective readings, so not everything may resonate with you, so take what does and disregard what doesn't. And if you feel called to more than one reading, that is Spirit telling you that there are messages for you in more than one pile. I'll see you in your reading. Hi, pile number 1. This is the oracle card that you selected today. It says, take a break. A life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. So I think starting with this oracle card gives us a pretty clear idea of what Spirit's trying to tell you about this connection. However, take a break doesn't necessarily mean a complete final break, meaning is it really over with this person you're in no contact with? So we'll get some more information here. Could just be a break, short term. Let's ask the tarot cards. Spirit, pile number 1. What energy do you have surrounding this no contact situation? What is the current energy surrounding this no contact situation? Okay, we're going to start here. So we've got the 7 of Wands, we've got the 3 of Cups, and we've got the 7 of Coins. Okay. So current energy here, 7 of Wands, is definitely about standing up for yourself. A lot of the time it's about sort of facing obstacles that will push you in the direction that you're supposed to be going. They're sort of necessary obstacles to help you learn strength and fortitude. However, this 7 of Wands really feels sort of like a stop sign. We've got this guy here. He's got his hand up. It's a very resistant energy. So intuitively, I would say this 7 of Wands is sort of saying, I need space. I need some distance, which makes sense because we've already got the take a break here. So current energy, as we already know, you're in no contact. That's why you're here in this reading here today. So it feels like that break is a very decisive break. It's not sort of a wishy-washy break. It's really something that's necessary. 3 of Cups is about coming together to celebrate. It's about union. It's about collaboration and working with and celebrating and then sort of enjoying life with other people, with a group of people. I feel like the energy right now for this no contact is really sort of distraction. I feel like either you or your person or perhaps both of you are sort of distracting yourself with friends, distracting yourself with social activities, going out. It's been the holidays. This is a timeless reading, but we're just coming off of the holidays right now. So I feel like there was a lot of distraction and a lot of social activity just to sort of get your mind off of this break. So moving into the Seven of Coins here. Seven of Coins, I like to call the Seven of Coins, which is Pentacles, the be careful what you wish for card. It's also a card of discernment. So making sure that the things that you're asking for and the things that you're pursuing are really the right things for your life and your alignment. Making sure that you're using your discernment to make, wise, thoughtful choices about what you're doing. So I think as far as like current energy goes, for this connection and this no contact situation, we've got a break. It's a pretty solid boundary there with that break. We've got some distraction happening. And then, sort of, I don't want to say there's anyone, hooking up with other people, but it looks like there are definitely options and other shiny things to be looking at. So this doesn't necessarily only mean your person. This could be you as well. You could be sort of out in your social settings, or you could be talking to someone else just to sort of soothe the wound, and maybe just sort of like not sure where your heart and mind is going to land yet. So just sort of doing what feels good in the moment in order to distract yourself. So that's sort of current energy. Let's move into, how is your person feeling about this no contact situation? How's your person feeling about your connection? Actually, let's do that. Spirit, how is pile one's person feeling? Oof, we got two already about this connection. I love this one. Okay, so we've got the Ace of Coins, we've got the Five of Wands, and we've got the Moon. Okay. So Ace of Coins is about an offering. It's about a new opportunity. It can be the sign of a new beginning. I'm going to come back to this one. So the Five of Wands is about disagreements, conflict, arguments, not working well together with people, not being on the same page. So as far as how they're feeling about this situation, it looks like we've definitely had some conflict or some chaos that they are referring to in their mind's eye, that they're thinking about when they think about the situation. With the moon is somewhat vague and mysterious. The moon is also a lot about our intuition. So this person might be dreaming about you. They might subconsciously be having, like their mind might keep coming back to you, that kind of a thing. Or their gut might be, their intuition and their gut and spirit might be showing them signs. The moon is about connecting to those signs, but it's also sort of vague. This moon in particular, I feel like is more about, struggling to figure out what's going on within. So it's not necessarily, it doesn't feel necessarily like your person is very connected to their intuition. It feels like wishy-washy. It feels kind of like back and forth, up and down. They want to talk to you. They don't want to talk to you. They want to talk to you. They don't want to talk to you. Like sort of all over the place. The Ace of Coins here with how they're feeling about you. I wanted to come back to that because I just wanted to give Spirit a minute to clarify what I was thinking. But and what I was receiving. So the Ace of Coins here, it feels like they are feeling like this break is creating a new opportunity. So that new opportunity can either be with you to start over, or it is a new opportunity to move forward for themselves. We're going to get some clarity on this card. But that's really the two directions that Ace of Coins could go in. Because we're next to the conflict and we're next to the wishy-washy, it would really make sense, especially with this conflict being, here's a new opportunity, here's a new offering, and then I'm not sure, I don't know how I feel. We've got the two circles, they're kind of mirroring each other and they're surrounding this conflict. So I think this conflict, disagreements, really weighs on your person's mind and really makes it hard for them to sort of get an idea of what they want, what direction they want to go in. I think it makes it hard for them and confusing. I feel like a level of confusion. Can I get clarification on this Ace of Coins, please, here? There we go. Okay, we've got two. Okay, so we've got Wheel of Fortune and we've got Three of Wands. I'm going to go like this and I'm going to stick my Three of Wands over here. Okay, so with the Ace of Coins here, the clarifier being the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is about change. I, a lot of times, consider the Wheel of Fortune to be the counterpart to the Tower in some ways. Not exactly, but the Tower is about change that happens and changes your life. And oftentimes the Tower begins with drastic, sort of unpleasant change most of the time. The Wheel of Fortune is about positive change. So a large life-changing turn of events. With our Three of Wands here, to go with this Ace of Coins, the Three of Wands, I like to call it sort of my follow the yellow brick road card. Three of Wands oftentimes is about sort of vision, looking forward at the big picture. So it's seeing the road and the path in front of you really clearly, and also being ready and capable and able to walk down that path, like having the self-assurance and the vision and the confidence and the curiosity and the action to move forward. So with this Ace of Coins, having the Wheel of Fortune and the Three of Wands come up, it's pretty clear to me that this does signify a new path with the two of you is possible. So when we ask what they're thinking about this connection, it is, things could go great. We have this opportunity, change is possible. Feeling like they could help facilitate change, feeling like there is good luck here, feeling like there's an opportunity and an offering to be given. And then thinking about the conflict and sort of doubting these feelings and sort of shifting into, well, I don't know, I'm not sure, like things were like this, these things need to be, changed. Would that be too hard? So it's sort of back and forth, but we do have both energies existing here. This isn't a no energy, it's just more of an unsure, vague, unclear energy. And then this is the energy of like, we can do it. I think it's possible. Like, so we're sort of in the middle here. Okay, let me get some more cards here. Spirit, pile number one is this connection going to reconcile or rekindle? Will we be rekindling this connection in the near future? What do we got here too? Okay. Will we be rekindling this connection, please? Okay. So we've got the Hierophant. Nice. We've got the Six of Wands. And we've got Strength. Oh, beautiful. So this is beautiful. The Hierophant is about inner knowing. It's about wisdom. It's about having the answers, and not only finding the answers and researching and educating yourself, but also having enough wisdom and knowledge to share with others. The Six of Wands is about success. It's about victory. It's about recognition. The Strength card over here, I love the Strength card. The Strength card is about inner strength. It's about self-awareness, self-control, understanding your limitations, understanding your strengths, understanding yourself as a whole so that you're able to speak and act in a way that is befitting of your higher self. So it's not really, it's a card about not letting your ego run the show. It's about having enough self-awareness that you can observe situations and observe other people's behaviors, actions, and words, and not be reactive to them, but be responsive to them. So as far as our question today, which was, is it really over? I'm gonna say for group number one here, the answer is no. I don't think it's over, especially with our Wheel of Fortune card and our Three of Wands, and we've got the Ace of Coins and Six of Wands as victory, strength. It looks like you are on a break. Obviously, we know you're in no contact, but and you've both been coping, you've been coping, but sometimes breaks are necessary in order to help people seek clarity. And that's not just for your person, but also for you. So it looks like if you've both done some, inward reflection during this break time, not just distraction. Hopefully we've also done some reflection, and you can come back together and we can resolve some of the issues surrounding the disagreements and the arguments. And the way that the disagreements and the arguments are handled, it looks like there is really a new opportunity here to move forward with a lot of positivity and a lot of love. So that's your reading today, pile number one. Thank you for being here with me. If you could subscribe, like, comment, or share, that would help me out so much. And I look forward to seeing you in your next reading. Hi, pile number two. Today for your reading, you selected the Council of Light Oracle card. It says Divine Orchestration, Helpers in the Subtle Realms. So this is your Oracle card. This card tells me right off the bat that you have a strong support system, either in the 3D with family and friends, or in the 5D, which we all have a strong support system in the 5D. We're just not always aware of it. But this looks like you are being surrounded and supported and protected. So I'm gonna set this over here. We're gonna dive into your no contact situation. So Spirit, pile two, what are the current energies surrounding this no contact situation, please? Pile number two, please. This one. this one, and this one. Okay, we're gonna start here. Current energies. We've got 10 of Cups. Wow. Okay. Judgment. And the Hermit. Okay. So, current energies. 10 of Cups is about having complete emotional fulfillment. It's about having a happy home. It's about having a happy family life. I mean, it's really a wonderful, really wonderful card. It's one of my favorite cards in the deck, actually. So this tells me there is a lot of love in this connection. Regardless of the fact that you're in no contact or separation right now, there is a lot of love and affection and positive feelings that exist still for the both of you. This also tells me, because it is 10 of Cups and it's about having a happy family, it also works here with our Council of Light. Like, I feel like the both of you separately have strong support systems around you to sort of lean on during times when things are off or you need someone to talk to. It looks like you both have good, like, solid, stable people to lean into. Our Judgment card here is, it's about coming to conclusions. You know, it's about the endings of cycles. It's about things already being determined. And it's also a lot of times about reconciliation. It's about sort of forgiveness and reconciliation. So our two cards here together are already leading to a really, I want to say sort of positive. It just feels, I can just feel that there are positive feelings in this connection between the two of you, regardless of the fact that you're not talking right now or you're in no contact. There is still, like, I see like you saying positive things about each other in each other's absence. Like, I feel like a sense of protection and respect between the two of you. With Judgment, you know, somebody might need to be offering forgiveness. Someone might need to be asking for forgiveness, but it is about, you know, sort of letting everything go and moving forward. The Hermit is about inner reflection. It's about going into yourself, going into your intuition, speaking to your higher self, and just really spending the time to decipher and process your feelings and your experiences and your thoughts and your opinions. It's about figuring things out on your own. It makes sense that the Hermit would come up in a no contact reading, because the Hermit is someone who might be, you know, spending a lot of time alone, maybe more time alone than they normally do, and sort of just spending a lot of time reflecting on the situation. So let's move on to, we're going to get your person's feelings about this no contact. What are your person's feelings about the no contact? How are pile number two's person feeling about this situation here? This one. Spirit, how is pile number two's person feeling about this connection? Disconnection and no contact, rather. I actually want that one. I see that one. Okay. So we've got Four of Wands, King of Swords, and the World. I'm gonna go ahead and cover her up a little bit there. Okay. As far as how your person is feeling, they're feeling pretty positive that things are going to work out. They're going to work themselves out. They don't see this as a long-term break or no contact. They do not want it to be that. Four of Wands is about union. It can be about marriage. It can be about proposals. It's celebrations. It can also indicate a soul connection, divine connection between you and this person. I think for some of you, this disconnect and no contact right now might have something to do with commitment or moving forward, or even more specifically, getting engaged or setting the wedding date, or things of that nature. Like maybe you've been waiting around, waiting for your person to sort of pull the trigger on proposing or agreeing that it's time to take the next step in the relationship, whatever that next step might be. It could be moving in together, it could be having kids, whatever that is. But it feels like you came to an impasse, not because you don't want to be together and not because there's a lack of love, but because you just weren't quite on the same page about something that ultimately has run out of time for one or both of you. So either your person is waiting for you to sort of step up and get on their page, or you're waiting for your person to do that. It feels like they want to do that. With the King of Swords, this is someone who has a lot of clarity. They're very strong in their decision making. They're very logical, rational, practical. So I think what's happening, what's going on here is this person just needed time to really realize, yeah, this is the next step for us. This is what I want. This is the direction, the natural direction that we should be going. And they needed to make sure that they were doing that based on their own thoughts and feelings, and not because that's what you wanted, or they didn't want to feel pushed into anything. And I'm not suggesting you're pushing anyone into anything, but people perceive things differently. So somebody who isn't ready to take the next step might feel pushed into the next step if they haven't made that choice for themselves completely. So I feel like this person needed time to really evaluate where their head and their heart were. And I think very quickly they came to the conclusion that this is the connection for them. You are their person. This is what they want. And I think that they're getting on board, or are already completely on board with the forward movement that maybe was stalling the connection a little bit. The World here is about, it's about the satisfaction and fulfillment of the completion of a cycle. It's about karmic fulfillment. It's about basically all the hard work and the effort and time put into a situation pays off with the World. And the World allows what comes next after that, which is the relaxation, the easing into your alignment and your karma, and fulfillment and enjoyment. So with these cards being how your person feels about this connection or disconnection, I think how they feel is that a light bulb has gone off for them, and they are very aware that you are not someone they're going to lose. I think they've talked to other people about this. I think that they are seriously considering your needs, and what you have communicated was what you're looking for or what you want out of this relationship or this connection. And I think that they are interested in making that happen for you. So let's go with, our last one's going to be, will we be rekindling? Spirit will pile 2, be rekindling, reconnecting with their person. This person they're in no contact with. Will they be rekindling? Oh, there are 2 there. Rekindling and reconnecting. Please, is that happening? All right. We We've got the Three of Cups. We've got the Nine of Swords. And we've got the Page of Wands. Okay. So as far as rekindling goes, the Three of Cups is about coming together in celebration with others. It's about happiness and, you know, it's a social card. So it's a card about being together with others, having a good time, having things to cheers to and celebrate and get excited about. Our Nine of Swords here, our Nine of Swords is about, you know, struggle, nightmares, anxiety, fears. So this tells me as far as rekindling, there are still going to be some residual fears inside of that. I'm gonna clarify this one, but we're gonna come back to it. Page of Wands is an action card. It's a curiosity card. It's young energy. It's sort of, the beginning pages are very youthful and young, can be immature. So what I'm getting from this is that I do feel like you're going to be rekindling, first of all, reconnecting. So I don't think that it's really over, because I think your person has made the decision already that it's not over. But I do think that the changes being made are pretty big changes. Like, it's a very big page for your situation to turn, or your relationship to turn. Like, if you were both at an impasse, like, no, I'm not ready to get married, and then suddenly being like, yes, I'm ready to get married, just as an example. I think there's going to be celebration and excitement surrounding this, but I also think you should be aware that your person does have some fears around the content of these conversations and these actions. And this is a new experience for them to be sort of stepping into this next step. So I'm viewing this not only as information that you will be going forward, but it's a little bit of advice just to keep in mind that if this pile is resonating with you, this is a very large step for your person. And although they are full-blown ready to do it, because they will do anything not to lose this connection, that doesn't mean that they still won't experience some stress and anxiety and fear around it, especially if this is new to them. You know, if making a big commitment to someone is new, or if moving in with someone is new, or having a baby, or whatever, you know, getting engaged. If they were someone who always said they were never going to get engaged, or they were going to wait until they were whatever age, or, you know, older or more established, or whatever your situation resonates as, just keep in mind that they're trying and it's new, but those fears don't just disappear. Okay. So, within reason, for your needs and your boundaries, keep in mind that even though this is a joyous, wonderful union for the two of you, or reunion for the two of you, there might be some residual feelings that your person is trying to manage. And that's fine. We all have fears and insecurities and everything that we have to manage every day. So as long as they're taking the action, slow, baby step action, to really show you that they mean what they say and they say what they mean, then I think you're good. But I do see this person really kind of not being willing to let go of you. They're willing to sort of put aside their hangups in order to have you and stay with you and get back together with you. I was going to clarify this Nine of Swords, but honestly, I don't feel like I need to now, because I think Spirit clarified it for me as I was reading the cards. So is it really over, pile number 2? I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no to that for you. And that's your reading for today. Thank you for joining me here. If you could click the subscribe button, like, comment, or share, that would help me out so much on my little channel. And I look forward to seeing you again in your next reading. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. Today you chose this oracle card. It is the protection card. It says, call back your power, cut the cords, soul retrieval. So this is your card today. Pretty clear boundary energy already right off the bat for you. Not going to jump the gun on your no contact and is it really over, but it looks like there was a clear need for some boundaries and some distance, which is why you guys are in no contact to begin with. So let's start with, where is this? What is the energy surrounding this connection currently, please, Spirit, for pile 3? Okay. What is the energy surrounding this no contact for pile 3 currently? Current energy. Okay, start with these. So you've got the Ace of Swords, you've got the Six of Wands, and you've got the Knight of Coins, which is the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. So as far as current energy goes here, there's definitely been some clarity about the situation for one or both of you. Ace of Swords can also, ace, can be about the beginning of something. The Ace of Swords is about, making a clear decision. So I think that what we're getting here for current energy is that there was a clear, very practical and rational need for this break or this no contact. Especially the way this sword looks like it's sort of dividing this building or this structure. I am feeling intuitively like this was needed, and almost like this separation is an act of the universe sort of stepping in and protecting you or just separating you from something that is not currently in your alignment. So it's like a needed separation. Six of Wands is about success. Normally it's about victory in a group. Oftentimes in a work setting or a family setting, but it's generally about success and in some sort of endeavor. This Six of Wands, I can't help but notice this person here, this guy, and he looks like he's been impaled on one of these wands, and it looks like he's planning on taking the other one through his heart or through his chest as well. So what I'm getting from this card is sort of an empty victory. So, that idea that perhaps you won the fight, but you lost the war type of situation. Like you might be dealing with someone who really has a need to be right in a conversation or in a disagreement, rather than facing the situation as it's you and me versus the disagreement. It's not you and I versus each other. I feel like these victories are hollow. So although this person technically could be you, but I don't feel like it's you. It could be either of you, but I feel like one person in this connection really goes for it in the arguments in an effort to come out on top, so to say. But in the end, all they're really doing is lowering their integrity. They might say or do things that are disrespectful or inappropriate or cut below the belt. And although in their mind they feel like they've succeeded because perhaps you withdraw, perhaps you just say fine, perhaps you walk away, or you concede, and you just end the argument or whatever it is, it's not a real victory for them. And I think that you know that, and I think that perhaps that's something that they need to be learning, or maybe they're just starting to realize is like fighting that hard to win the battle doesn't win the war. We've got the Knight of Coins here, Knight of Pentacles. Knights are about action. Knight of Coins is very slow moving, practical energy, rational energy, stable, I would say. As far as like coming forward or making a change, because this is about the current energy, this is a very slow moving energy. So if your person is realizing there's some things that perhaps they've done poorly, or they look back and they wish they had handled differently, or perhaps they're coming to some self-awareness in ways that are necessary during this period of no contact. Maybe they're doing a little bit of reflection and realizing that maybe they don't handle things the right way. Maybe it's not necessary to win a fight by any means necessary. The realization that's coming through is happening very slowly, okay? Because our Knight of Coins does move into more stable energy, but it's slow. It's baby steps. So that's where we're at with our current energy. So we're going to ask, what is the energy surrounding how your person feels about the no contact? How did they feel about this no contact period with you, this period of separation? How does pile number 3 person feel right now about this no contact, please? This one and this one and this one. Thank you. Okay, so we've got Page of Wands, the Hierophant. Wow, that's wild. All 3 of these cards came up in the last reading. So if you felt called to look at pile number 2, maybe check out pile number 2, because these cards also pulled up there and there might be some messages there for you as well. So as far as your person's feelings about this disconnection right now, we've got a Page of Swords. Page of Swords is, wands are action energy. They are passion, charm, fire. They're creative. It's about doing, it's those people that are really passionate and intense. A Page of Wands specifically is young and immature in those things. So it suggests that they don't really handle all of their attributes. They haven't mastered all of their attributes yet. So they have great attributes, charm and, being, action driven, willing to they're the first one to go out and try something new. They're the first one to act on impulse or be sort of fearless and creative, but they haven't yet mastered how to manage all of those things in a constructive way. So because this is coming after our Knight of Coins over here, which was sort of slow progress into self-awareness, I feel like this is also saying this person really needs to work on controlling their passion, which another way to say that is anger or the reactivity or emotion, how they respond to things, if they respond versus react. because this is showing someone who really doesn't have the control over those feelings, emotions, actions, and impulses that they need to have. So this is just showing a little bit of need for growth in this area, which might be part of the reason that we're in this situation now of no contact. Like, you needed a break from the behaviors or the reactions, or if they're very fiery, if they're combative, if they're confrontational, if they kind of fly off the handle easily. Like, you need a break from that, because it's not a healthy space for anyone to be in. And it looks like it could be because they're just in a page energy and they haven't yet learned how to manage all of those, emotions and feelings. Our Hierophant here, Hierophant is about having knowledge, being incredibly wise, having all the answers. It's about having you have enough wisdom in this area to also share it. So take that how it resonates, so that could apply to anything. But as far as how this person is feeling about this disconnection, I'm going to get a card to clarify this, but it feels a little bit like coming off of this Six of Wands, it feels a little bit like they're gaining knowledge, like they are gaining insight and knowledge and wisdom surrounding their own role. Once again, because this came over the Six of Wands, which to me, even though it's a victory card, felt like hollow victory. So I think this is your person sort of learning some life lessons, sort of going inward, and reassessing, maybe replaying situations, maybe replaying disagreements or moments between you in their head. And instead of forming their opinions based on their current emotional state, now that they're in a more neutral state because you guys are in no contact, they're able to see it more objectively. And maybe, it feels like they're able to look at it and go, oh yeah, I was a total a-hole. Like, I can see how that hurt my person's feelings, or how that wasn't fair to them. So again, with this Knight of Coins, I feel like we're baby stepping into them gaining awareness. We've got the Four of Wands here. Four of Wands is about celebration. It can be about marriage. It can signify a divine connection, soulmate, twin flame connection, if that resonates for you. I think as far as how they're feeling right now about this, I think that they might be feeling confident. They're feeling kind of confident, and I almost want to say joyous about coming to a place of awakening. Whether this awakening is going to lead anywhere doesn't really matter, because sometimes we're in relationships with people in order to help each other grow, and that is really our soul's path, is to sort of come into contact with certain people, and they might help us grow, we might help them grow, it might be mutual. And sometimes our paths stay together, and sometimes they don't. But we don't have to be in a relationship or in someone's life long term in order to make a lasting impact. And I think what we're getting here is sort of the feeling of the beginning of an awakening, or the beginning of self-awareness. Like, this person, I get the feeling intuitively that this person probably doesn't really have a lot of self-awareness. It feels like someone who sort of does what they want, says what they want, They don't necessarily spend a lot of time thinking about how those things impact others, not out of malice because they're trying to hurt people, but just because in order to care and have empathy for others, we have to have a level of self-awareness that other people have feelings and experiences, not just ourselves, and how our behavior impacts others, how our words impact others, how our choices impact others. And I feel like this person just didn't really get that as well as they needed to in order to be in this connection, or to make it successful. I think that's why we have a protection card here. I think that's why we had the Ace of Swords, which is a very clear decision and choice that needed to be made. And I think it's indicating that you were not being treated fairly, most likely, in this connection. And as much as you tried to explain that or communicate that, you couldn't get through. And I think that what's happening here is this person is slowly and genuinely, not because your person understood it was hurting you or understood it was unfair and they were disregarding it, but because they genuinely didn't have the skills, the emotional skills to see it from your perspective in order to be able to say, yes, you're right, that was hurtful. Instead they probably deflected or they were defensive or something of that nature. So this is sort of, I feel like, the beginnings of an awakening here for your person to start opening their eyes and seeing, in losing you or in losing contact for whatever period of time this is, they are starting to realize that their actions have consequences and their choices have consequences. And rather than be reactive to that, they might actually begin to be receptive to that idea, to learning about it. Okay. Whew. Juicy. This one's juicy. Okay, so the last line right now is it really over? So are we going to be rekindling? Are we going to be reconnecting? Will pile 3 be reconnecting with their person? Will we be reconnecting? There's one. Will pile 3 be reconnecting with this no contact? I want this one. Okay. Let's see. Whew. Death card. The Hermit. And the Star. Okay. So as far as reconnecting, the Death card is about change. It's about endings. It's about something that needs to end, specifically relationships and connections. It's a needed end. It's something that the ending is necessary. We've got the Hermit here. The Hermit is about going inward to seek answers. It's not looking for external validation. It's not seeking attention, opinions, wisdom from others. It's about knowing that you intuitively already have the answers inside of you, and that you might need to sort of go into a period of solitude in order to access those messages and receive guidance from spirit and listen to your gut and basically untangle what could feel like a messy, tangled up sort of situation. So in order to sort of dislodge and disentangle and detach, we need to go inward and seek our wisdom there. The Star, I love this card. Actually, I'm going to put, I don't know if she's naked, but I'm gonna cover her up. The Star card is about optimism. It is about hope. It is about believing in yourself very strongly. That sentence made no sense whatsoever. It's very much about believing in yourself, believing in what you're capable of, believing in your dreams, also trusting in yourself and your intuition, trusting yourself to be capable. So when I look at this, as far as, is it really over? Are we going to reconnect? I don't see a reconnection here. And I also don't think a reconnection, it doesn't look like, based on the cards, it's a good idea. Obviously, we all have free will, so everyone do what feels right for you. But the Death card is very clearly about endings. And I feel like, as far as, asking, is it really over? This is a yes. This is a strong yes. What I see happening for you, pile 3, is, accepting, clarifying, or, just really concluding this relationship, making it clear, getting the closure, and then doing some inner reflection and some healing work. And that's going to lead you into a really beautiful, sunny, optimistic, sort of ideal situation. You've got something really great waiting in the wings over here. And the only way to get to this place is to go through the ending and the reflection and the healing and the processing that is necessary, that comes after difficult endings. And then you can reemerge over here as this beautiful person that is soaring off of a star beam. I really see that being needed. I really see you needing to be protected, and that you might have struggled in realizing how much you were taking on emotionally, or how much it was affecting you emotionally. But I feel like this situation is happening this way because this is what is in your best interest. So take that as it resonates. Obviously, anything that doesn't resonate for you, disregard it. These are general readings, so not everything is meant for everyone. Thank you, pile 3, for being here today. If you enjoyed your reading, please click subscribe, share, comment, anything you can do to help my little channel here. And I will see you in your next reading.